Good morning, children. A very warm welcome to one and all. Now, today we are going to see the first poem, which is written by Henry van Dyke. He has written about life, what life is. What do we face in our life? How is our life? And that's what we are going to see. The poet has explained it so beautifully. He says that we have to just keep on moving. No one should disturb me. So wonderful word, yeah. The last lesson where we saw about the seagull, we saw that a family is helping him, but he is moving back, moving away. There are so many problems and hurdles in his life. There's a group of people who wants to help him, but there is someone stopping his life. That was his fear, isn't it? That was his less of faith, isn't it? He did not believe, he did not have faith in his parents' words when they said flew. He did do that, he didn't do that. So that's what. And now let's see what does this poet has to say about life. So here we go. Let's read. Let me be. Let me but live my life from year to year, with forward face and unreluctant soul, not hurrying to, not turning from the goal, not mourning for the things that disappear in the dim past, nor holding back in fear from what the future waits, but with a whole and happy heart that pays its toll to youth and age and travels on with cheer. So here it's written, let me but live my life from year to year, with forward face and unreluctant soul. Now this first two lines makes us understand so beautifully that the poet says he wants to live his own life. Can you see this beautiful picture of a plant? A new life, a newborn. Can you see how tender it is? It's just blooming out of the sand. It's looking out and it wants to see the world as it is. He wants to face the storm, the sun, the wind, everything on its own. That's how a plant is. When a plant comes out from the mud for the first time, you will find the freshness on it, isn't it? It would be so happy to see the world, to see the sunlight. Though it is warm and hot, it feels very happy to see it. It will change its direction towards the sunlight. So wonderful. It just wants to live its life. It just wants to be as it is. And the poet says that he wants to live year to year, from year to year. He wants to live all by himself, by his will, by the way his life leads him. He don't want anyone to come and stop him from anything. So does the plant. Can you see the plants also? Like we do, pluck the plant, pull the plant out. Just think if the plant cries out, hey, stop, don't pull me out. Isn't it? That's all. This poet says, don't disturb me. Let me live. If this plant is not pulled out from the ground, you can find after some days this plant will turn into a tree. And after that, it will start giving you flowers and fruits, isn't it? So, if it lives from year to year, it will give us the best result. That's what the poet says. Let me live on my own from year to year with forward face and unreluctant soul. What do you mean by forward face? Forward face is to look forward to what is going to come up next. Whatever comes in front of me, I'm ready, I'm willing, unreluctant is willing to accept, willing to do anything. So he says, I'm ready, my soul, you know what's the soul? Yes, Atma. My soul is ready, I am ready to face anything that comes in front of me, that comes in my life. May it be a trouble, may it be a fear, may it be a accident, let it be a loneliness, let it be whatever it may be. In our life we see people teasing us, in our life we see some people dislike us, in our life we see some people don't help us. Sometimes we are left alone. Sometimes people just mock us, isn't it? Some people don't even bother about us. Whatever it may be, let it come on my way. I am ready to accept it. I am ready to, I am willingly accepting it. I am ready to move ahead of it. Ada thandi poga ayatham. I am ready to move ahead of it. That's what I want to, with a forward face. I am ready to accept it with a forward face. I will not run out from it, but I will go through it. That is what the poem says in this first two lines. Not hurrying to, not turning from the goal. So, here this line tells us about we must not hurry to do anything. We must not hurry if some problems comes on our way. We must not hurry to just leave it and go. For example, if you find what can we take for an example? We can take, like, if you see a sir or a teacher in front of you and you are scared to face them, you should not be hurrying to just take a cut and move out of it. If you will be in hurry, you will be caught. You will be caught at that time. But if you move patiently with courage, with daring, like without fear, what will they do? What's wrong in that? And if you just move with confidence, you may not be caught up. But with fear, without confidence, if you move, if you want to just run away from them, if you want to escape from their sight, you will be caught. But when you just move in front of them, you won't be caught. You won't be disturbed that much. That's why the poet says, don't be in hurry in your life. Whatever comes on your way, deal it slowly, patiently, think, plan wisely, and then you can move. And it says, not turning from the goal. You may think, why this picture has been given over here? What does it mean? This is a beautiful picture of a sunset in the seashore. Can you see, my dear little children, that there are many types of colors over here? There are so many types of colors. Just think that they are the color of your life. Happiness, sadness, worries, tensions, bothering, alone, cry, each and everything. Everything is surrounded in your life. You are there standing all alone, daring to face the life color. The waves are there. The waves may come and push you down, but you do not bother it. You do not bother, because your goal is not to get hurry. You have to be calm. and you have to reach your goal. And what's your goal? Your goal is to face anything that comes in front of you, and you want to live year after year strongly. And so does this man. He is standing there strongly, ready to accept whatever comes in his life. Even though the waves come, I don't care. I'll be here firmly. I will face everything. Yes, my dear children, in our life, many a times we have waves that pushes us, that may drown us. Whatever problem you may have, never ever let you yourself sink in it. You should never sink in your problem, but you must pop, pop out from the problem and just move ahead. And for that, you must not be in a hurry, but slowly you must plan, patiently you must think, and while planning and thinking, you must not forget your goal, and then you will be success and reach your goal. Not mourning for the things that disappear. Now, what does this picture tells you about? What is this woman doing here? You will say, ma'am, mourning, just because it is highlighted over here? Yes, she is mourning. What do you mean by mourning? It's not good morning, it is mourning. What do you mean by it? It means that you are sad or you are crying. When do you mourn? You mourn when something bad happens to you. You mourn when someone dies. You feel sad, you feel like crying. That's the time when we mourn. So, here the poet tells us that we should not mourn. In our life, we should not mourn for what? For the things that disappear. For the things that disappear. See, such a wonderful picture is here. Can you understand why this picture has been placed here? There's a tree with such a flourish, full of green. It looks so beautiful. It gives a good shadow. Anyone can come and take a rest or a nap under this tree. It will give a good air to relax. But at the first sight of the picture, you can find that it is completely dried up without any leaves, without a good shadow. It will not give you any kind of air or even a breeze. Instead, you will get heat of the sun under this tree. Why? Would you like to sit here below this tree without leaves? You won't. Instead, you will choose to go and sit beside the tree which has leaves. Why? Why so? Because that is the best one. So the poet tells here that you should not mourn for the things that disappear. In our life, there are many things like these leaves. Leaves. How many of you have seen a tree and the leaves falling from the tree? It is such a good leaf. For the first time when the leaf comes, it looks so tender and light in color, looks so beautiful. But then, slowly you can find the leaves changing the color. It gets mature, it changes its color. At last, it falls from the tree, it gets dried up, we just burn it. You can see that it has disappeared from the tree, but some other leaves would be there. So in our life also, there are certain kind of things which will come in our life, but they will not last long. They will be there for some time, After that, they will disappear. Some problems will be there, some worries will be there, which will come, but they won't last. They will be there for a day, a week, month, or years together. But then, after 10 years or 5 years or so, it may just disappear. You won't know that such kind of a problem had come in your life. You had faced such problem. You will never remember also. You will forget. So we must not mourn for that kind of thing. Oh, that thing happened to me that day. This thing happened to me. It went, it disappeared. Then why do you want to mourn about it? It will disappear tomorrow. Why do you want to mourn about it? I will not go to school. I don't want to continue studying in Hope School because it is going to disappear from your life after certain years. So why do you want to mourn for it? Don't. You are not supposed to. You have to be there. You have to take the best from it. And when it disappears, well and fine. You must learn to live your life by accepting whatever comes on your way and to forget it when it goes away. And when you know that it is going to go away from your life, why simply to think about it? Oh, this is there, how it will happen, what shall I do? No need to think. You don't need to think about all that. One day it will go out of your life. So you are not supposed to worry about it. That is what this line says. In the dim past, nor holding back in fear from what the future wails, but with a whole and a happy heart that pays its toll. Now, this line says, do not fear for your future. It says, in a dim time, in the dim past, what do you mean by in the dim past? Just, in few minutes, whatever passed, it just passed within a friction. Nor holding back in fear. So you must not hold back anything in fear. You must not at all fear how it's going to happen, how it will be done, what shall I do. Don't fear about anything, because from what the future wails, we should never fear about the future also. What do you mean by veils? Veil is cover. So why does this word has been mentioned there, future and veils? Because your future is covered from you. You don't know what is your future, what is going to come in your future. So the past is past. It just passed, just dim past. It just passed. It just disappeared. So we need not to mourn. And we should not hold back in fear. Hold back in fear, that means, like, for example, if tomorrow you are having an exam, so with fear, I will not study, tomorrow is an exam, I will not eat, I will not sleep, tomorrow, so this is holding back. This is holding back from your life. This is holding back from your future. Your future is your exam. And you're holding back from it. So, we don't know about our future, what it would be like. Tomorrow what is going to happen in our life, day after tomorrow, or maybe after 10th and 11th or 12th, or after a college, what's going to happen, we don't know. So with that fear, what I'm going to do, what will happen next, how I'm going to pass, how I'm going to face my teachers, how I'm going to answer my parents. With this future, which is covered from you, which you don't know what's going to happen. You don't at all know what will happen. It is totally covered. Your future is covered from you. So don't hold it back with that fear. What will happen? What will happen? How will I do? How will I do? When will I do? Where will I do? Don't hold with the fear. Don't. Never. Never fear about your future, which you don't know at all what it is going to be like. But, but, again I repeat, but with a whole and happy heart that pays its toll. So, you should not hold back with fear about your future, but with your whole heart and happiness, with courage. When you have a courage to face your fear, definitely you'll be happy. Hey, come on, we can do it. But if you fear, that happiness won't be there. If you have courage, you have your happiness. If you have fear, you lose your happiness. So that's what with happy and courage heart. So this poet, he says here, but with a whole and happy heart that pays its toll. You have to pave your future with your courage, with your happiness, and with your whole heart, ready to face it, ready to accept the challenges that will come in your future, whatever it may be. I am ready to face it. I'll be happy in any situation. I don't care. That's what it says. And in the next line he says, to youth and age, and travels on with cheer. To my future, I will pay its toll. From my youth till my old age, and I will travel throughout my life with cheer. What do you mean by cheer? With joy, with happiness, with smile, with laughter. Cheer, I'll be always like, hey, come on. So that cheerness will be there in my life. I have done it. I have done it. I have crossed my youth. Like, see this picture, it tells you that I have crossed my childhood, the babyhood. I have crossed my childhood. I have crossed my teenage. I have crossed my youth age. Can you see? Okay? This is the mid-age. I have crossed my mid-age. I have crossed my old age. I have crossed my, age that is helpless. So each and every stage, you just keep on crossing, right from the youth age till the last age of mine, till my life goes away from my body, till the last. I will travel the journey and I'll be happy seeing each and everything. So that is how our life has to be. The poet tells us that in our life there may be lots of things, lots of issues, lots of problems. But whatever may come in your life, you are not supposed to hurry. Some people, when they face some problem, in fear, they don't think. They don't think at all. They just want to get away from it. And doing that, they land up in some other problem. But instead of that, be quiet and patient and think what you are supposed to do. And whatever you plan, you have to see to it that what is your goal in your life. To live a good life, to be a good human, and that you have to fulfill. You may have chance to say a lie. You may have chance to do wrong things, but you must not forget your goal. Your goal is to be a good human. That is what life teaches us. So what you are supposed to do? You should not hurry ending up things by saying a lie, or by stealing or robbing or beating or snatching. or killing or going with wrong friends, with wrong company in wrong places. Each and everything fall into your life at the right stage. When you are a child, you have to be sleeping all the time. But after certain time, you will move with your four legs. You will crawl down. Then steadily you will start walking, you will start standing, you will start eating. Each and everything has its own stage. So do in our life also. We must not hurry. Like for example, nowadays in our school, many of you may know this class. Many of you would be riding bike and all. This is not your age to ride the bike. Don't be in a hurry. Wait. Let the right time come. Then you can take your own bike. This is not your time, but we are always in a hurry, isn't it? If you be hurry, you'll be missing your goal. Now your goal is to study and to do something best and move ahead. Some are there who likes to watch TV. This is not your goal. Don't be in a hurry. Wait. You may learn anything wrong from there. You may get some interest, wrong interest from there. Wait, hold on. Then we should not be sad just for those things which will disappear from our life. Maybe after some times there may be things that we will forget. The problems may come, but then we'll have to forget them. It will just pass out. It won't be there in our life. Why should we feel sad for that? Oh, it went off. Oh, it went off. No need. No need to be sad. It has to pass. Your childhood has to pass. You had to be there in your youth. So, if I would have been a child, a baby, it would have been good. Why you want to feel sad about it? Every man crosses his childhood and comes to his youth. So why you have to mourn? You have to feel sad for that. No need. Like that, many problems, many things will be there. And we must be strong enough, courage enough and happy with a heart to accept whatever our future brings. Whatever it may be. And we must cross it with happy heart. And not only once, but right from our youth till our old age. Why does the poet say youth? Because when you are youth, you are able to take your own decisions. You move on your own. You don't ask any guidance to your parents, do you? Don't. In certain things, you take your own decisions. So, from the youth till your old age, you have to travel with happiness. When you look back at your life, you shouldn't feel bad or sad. Oh, I did this. It is wrong. But when you look back, your goal is to be a good human. You should feel, yes, from my youth till now, I am happy that all this thing I have done. That is where you will finish your goal and you will be cheer throughout your life.